I don't know
Welcome back to Easy Dispel, where the name is Easy Dispel, and we did it wrong anyway. I'm your Dungeon Master, Andrew. I think dogs are better than cats, and I'm being joined by this fantastic cast of people that I actually think mostly agree with me on that one. I don't think that's too hot of a take. Beginning with...
Yeah, I agree. Dogs are infinitely better than cats. My name is Mike, and I play Alder.
Dogs are better than cats, for sure. I can't remember if I'm next or not, but I'm going. I'm Rachel, and I play Wizard.
I'm Will, and both dogs and cats suck. Since we're not doing a hot take today, I'll step in for Andrew. And I'm playing O'Relton.
How's the dog doing after its human died? Rough.
No.
My name's David. I missed my pre-intro, and there was a lighter one as opposed to what I was going to do.
It threw off our entire opening vibe. That's we all rely on that, David.
Yep.
Now
everyone's
Boo.
Start all over. Flip the table.
All right, we're gonna go to a starting soon screen. We're just gonna come back and do this again. Take two, guys.
sad. From the top.
Okay, we'll fix it in post. We only pretend this is live anyway. Welcome back. We last left off with our party exploring the desiccated continent of Terrankel, or island, large island. Having deactivated one of the sigils that had been previously activated by the group of the Knight's Eye, you moved on, and realizing that the party you were in pursuit of had moved to a different sigil than you, seeing it activate in the distance, decided to change plans. Instead of deactivating sigils as they were activated and waiting to lie in wait for Vaden's group, you decided to activate the sigil which you landed on, potentially changing this from an ambush to a race. It is at the onset. It is at the ruins of the lost courts. I'm having trouble talking right now. I'm sorry. In the aftermath of your battle against the Fey mummy and their minions, you stand catching your breath, deciding what to do. Turn everything over to you.
I look around, and if it appears there's no more danger, I'll drop my fire elemental form.
Of course.
Is everyone all right?
A
Didn't
little scratchy. And I'm gonna have the grayish skinned hand grab on my arm, and I'm gonna be scratching it.
As you scratch, flakes of skin are coming off, and almost like sand, it falls, like dry, desiccated flesh begins to kind of break off in small chunks.
That doesn't look good.
a lot
Here.
less than good.
Here, Zar, let me take care of that, and I'll just cast Cure Wounds. Or sorry, no, hang on. Whoa, where is it? Yeah, Cure Wounds, just first level.
Cure Wounds has no effect.
Well, are you gonna do something?
I did. Nothing like this has happened before.
You're not a very good wizard.
Well, you're the wizard, right?
Yeah, but I mean, I gotta be careful so that I can still fight monsters.
Can I take a closer look at it and see if I can determine what might be happening here? See if it's reminding me of anything with like what happened at my grove with the tree and
yeah,
everything.
give me a medicine or a nature check.
The 9 on nature. Sorry, 10 on nature.
9. It doesn't seem familiar. It's not anything like you saw back at the Grove. It's something different, but beyond that.
Have you guys seen anything like this?
Have I seen anything like that?
give me a Arcana or nature or medicine check. You're welcome to.
Better medicine, believe it or not. No, a 9.
9. No.
Doesn't look familiar to me.
I mean, I can try something stronger.
Just be itchy for now.
Okay, let's keep an eye on it though. If it gets worse,
Okay.
well, looks like we guessed wrong.
Yeah. Orelton will walk to the edge of the whatever you want to call it, the dais, the platform that we're on, and like just lean against the edge and stare out at the newly activated beam in the air.
Okay. And
What's the game plan? Are we gonna try and beat him? I feel like I want to best Vaden more than I want that shard, if I'm being honest with you. I feel like that's the priority.
Well, I mean, either way, we have to make a decision quick because now you and I are both on a bit of a time limit.
Yeah.
I mean, running around, we're gonna be playing a never-ending race, turning things off. So,
We don't have the time.
I guess, do we head back where we came from, or try to cut them off at the?
No, let's go to the crevice. If they go to the crevice, we meet them there. If they go to the red mesas, we'll see them along the way.
All right. Well, there's our plan.
Okay.
Boy, if I'm the one making
Okay.
plans, we're fucked.
I could make plans.
All right, I'll make the plans.
I'll climb up on the ship wherever we parked it.
Okay. 1 creature aboard.
You guys coming?
Yep,
Yeah.
let's go. I'll jump up too.
Follow me.
2, 3, 4 new passengers, Captain.
I'm sorry.
Perfect.
Four new, including. How many total?
4 total.
Okay. I'll
Check.
just retighten the top of my bag.
Okay. One of you can control the party token on the map that is currently up.
Dave's attuned.
All right.
Yep. One space at a time, and just let me know every time you've moved 2 spaces. You guys can kind of discuss whatever you'd like in the meantime.
I'll be spending, particularly when we get closer to the center, I will be spending most of my time looking off the port side of the ship, trying to see people coming out of the ruins.
Okay.
Hey Aldi, are you gonna be keeping watch up top?
Sure.
See if you can't spot the giant, whatever the fuck it is,
Definitely.
or anything in general.
Call me if you need me. And I'll just climb up to the crow's nest.
Okay. What is your passive perception?
20.
20. Okay. And then, Relton, I'll need active perception from you, just a perception check, since you're watching for something coming out of the ruins.
15.
15. Okay. Not really any motion from below. As the ship kind of lifts and begins to take off in the direction that you've dictated. Empty, quiet. Nothing was living in these ruins before. Go ahead and start moving that token, David.
All right, I've moved it 1. Is there anything that we want to talk about, or are we just we're setting in? There's 2.
I'm clear up
World's
top.
pretty
so-
focused at the moment.
3. 4.
Hey, Bauer, were we headed to the mesas or?
5. I just don't particularly feel great about going directly over the giant crater.
All right.
6, 7, 8.
Wait, stop for a sec. Stop for a sec. Yeah, 8. Okay, continue. So every 2, I have 2 other tokens that I need to figure out where they're going and move.
What other tokens
sense.
could those be?
I'm assuming.
9. And
And is that every
Actually,
2
at-
is an hour?
Approximately.
Okay.
Because you guys are moving double pace. And it is at this point that actually Alder from the crow's nest you see cresting along the edge of the crater. Again, this hulking, lumbering form, hunched much closer as you pass. Closer to this crater than you have before. Kind of looms.
And I'll call down. Good call on not going through the crater. That's where our big guy is.
great.
Where around the crater is he sitting?
He is right on the edge of the crater. Actually, he is visible to the group
Buddy.
as he's loomed. And now we also get to the downside of being in a big old ship. As the head kind of slowly, in that kind of strange slow motion from Titanic forms, looks up and locks eyes on your ship.
Go
Wizard's
higher.
gonna wave.
Go higher.
We're dipping out. 1, 2.
Hey, I'll have one of these half hours. I will go find Bauer. What do we think about heading northwest, back where we know Vaden's at? We can.
And do you
I guess
want to
it-
try and meet him before we get there?
I want to see if we can't lure this thing up in his direction. We're faster.
We
He's got-
think we're faster.
Well, I should clarify. We're faster than they are. I don't know if we're faster than that thing.
We're verticaler.
Yeah, that's absolutely right. We are vertical clearer.
We're vertical learner. All right. Well, we can.
I
I
mean,
just want to try to keep a wide berth around this thing, but
Yeah, I'm pitching ideas. I'm not
yeah, let's
not
do
calling shots.
it. 1.
It has begun to pick up speed as it has seen
Mhm.
you. It is no longer moving on a 2-to-1 pace, but it is actually matching the speed of your ship.
And it walks, correct?
Yeah, on 2 legs, but it
2
is
legs.
beginning to run. It is effectively, in D&D terms, using its action to dash every round now.
Okay.
Cool.
Let's go faster. Must go faster.
1, 2. No, this is what I thought was going to happen.
Go across the
Go to the
crevasse.
crack.
1.
Stop for a second, because it is as you approach in this massive fissure in the ground, you just see in a beam of silver light erupt from the center. From behind you, this creature still in the distance, like it is still like it is a long ways behind you. You hear kind of a crash and a roar, this deep, guttural, pained scream as it kind of crashes to the ground and slides hundreds of yards before picking itself up and lifting back to its feet. 3 of the sigils are now active.
And which beam showed up, it was the one out of the crevasse.
The one out of the crevasse.
I think it's party time, friends.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Would we have gotten rests along the way here?
Let's see, because this would have been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. About 13 hours.
So
So it's probably getting pretty dark then.
Yeah, it's getting into the night. You all can have taken a long rest while you're doing this.
Yeah. I still don't heal though, right?
Correct. And that dried, flaky, desiccated skin has begun to spread along your arm. Your maximum hit points are reduced by 12.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Where did I go?
As you move, like the
I don't know
fingers
how to
on your
change that.
hand, Gabi, like every motion is sloughing off pieces of just sandy skin. Blood has begun to crack or to seep from the cracks in your knuckles as it's pulling tight across your bones.
You know, Zara, that's really not looking that good.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I'm
Maybe you
gonna
should go
start,
talk to
like,
Halder.
licking it.
Ugh.
Oh god. Yeah.
Okay.
You should probably go talk to Halder
Huh.
about that.
Okay. I'll climb up. Be like, got anything better?
Oh, I was hoping you'd come sooner, but yeah, let me try this, and I'm gonna use my staff of healing to cast lesser restoration to remove disease.
Has no effect.
Nothing.
Hang on. And just seeing if I've got anything else on here. Nope. That's all I've got right now, Zar. But we should figure this out before tomorrow. Hopefully, if there is a tomorrow. And I look back at the Tesseract.
I'm not starting to feel very good either.
We're just gonna start calling it the Tesseract now.
Whatever it is, I don't know. I don't know what it was. I just assumed that's
It's all
it.
good.
That's what it is.
It's called
Tarask. Sorry,
a
Tarask.
Tarask.
Yeah.
Where I come
Sorry,
from, we
that's
call
my
it the
bad.
Tesseract.
Easy, Loki.
The Tarask. Sorry.
No, that's okay.
Uh,
Tesseract is just infringing on IPs that I don't want to really get involved with.
yeah, that's one in particular I don't want to fight.
Let's go across. All the way across
Oh.
before we.
And I'm
You want to shoot
gonna.
across the crevasse to get away from the Tarask?
I think that's the best idea. I
All right.
don't imagine that he's gonna. I don't imagine that he's gonna leap it.
It's pretty big, but we'll give it a shot. And we're gonna go one over and another over.
Do we see
And I'm gonna need you
the-
to. I'm actually gonna need you to go back a little bit because here, as you approach the crevasse, pulling themselves up, looking down, you see a series of rope bridges that are broken in points. The dead bodies of insects, glowing blue spiders twice the size of a man, massive sword-armed beetles that would normally stand on their hind legs, just strewn about. Pulling themselves out, covered in ichor, are 3 figures. 2 of them wreathed in black cloaks, and one of them in this chitinous black armor, kind of spikes coming off in points, wrapped in spiked chains around his bare arms, looking up as he pulls himself over that last bit of stone and stands at the stone wall at the edge of the crevasse. He looks up. He looks at the Trask and back at the ship and just begins to turn and walk.
Which way?
Just away from the edge, north.
So he's across on the other side.
Yeah, he is across on the other side of the crevasse.
Of course.
You see Vaden.
I'm gonna come down from the top. He's like, "All right, we're here. Where are we going? How are we doing this?"
Well, our choice is to fly directly over Vaden or shoot kitty corner, but then that gives the Trask an opportunity to get around to us.
Head west a little bit.
All right.
Northwest.
Northwest. So
He's going to pull just into this space so it shows that he's off of the crevasse. The Trask is going to step. He's actually going to run up directly to where you were and stop at the edge of the crevasse itself.
Well,
What are you doing?
find ourselves in a bit of a standoff here.
Aren't we trying to kill Vaden?
we are, but we
would
also
like-
don't want to be in the middle of Vaden and the Trask.
And they're on foot, correct? We don't see them hopping into a ship, into a wagon,
not yet.
into a skiff.
Yeah.
No, going
Not
kitty
yet.
corner, you will have lost sight of them, at least briefly, not the general area. They were on foot last time you saw them.
That's
Well,
as
if
far
I
as
don't
we
have-
know, we're faster.
Yeah, where I don't have line of sight, I'm going to move towards where I can get line of sight, or at least assuming where I can get line of sight.
Okay. Traska's here. You come over, and they are on foot. You catch sight, and they're moving at a pretty brisk pace, going east along kind of the edge of that crevasse through the sand. They're moving quickly, and you can sense there is something like holding them at the very top of the sand, so their feet aren't sinking in. They're moving much more quickly on foot than most people would be capable of.
Explains how they got here so quick.
Keep
Well,
on them.
Looks like our big fella can't jump as big a gap as we were thinking he might be able to. So stay on him.
Yep, I'm going to move just northward.
They move this way. The Trask, weakened as he is, gonna have to make a check.
Funny would it be if he just falls in right here?
and
Well, that was easy.
then watch it die and then get reincarnated elsewhere. Fuck.
No, he failed the check by not enough to actually fall in the crevasse. Looking over, he's coming out of distance, but you see this huge form just kind of pacing back and forth along a portion of the crevasse.
What's below us right now? Is it just desert?
Yep. You're kind of on where you're at. It's kind of the edge of the desert where it's this kind of rocky sandstone where it's meeting the actual dunic sands.
Gotcha.
Look, I'm going to be honest with you. Fighting him at night would be probably preferable. I'm not sure how everyone can see.
I know I have a hard time with it.
Same.
Yet. Okay.
I mean, they're on foot. The big guy's on foot, albeit a little bit faster. And we're in the air. He's either got a go fight this thing, or he's got to go to the other 2 sigils, right?
Well, he only knows of one because, as far as my count
Right.
goes, there's 3 up.
Right. So, as much as we know, he's either going to the beast or he's going to the mesa, and we've got visual
Yep.
on him. Let's see if we can't drag that Trask here.
All right. Would we go back towards the Trask then and get it to follow us back over? Where
think
we
he's-
hope.
Can I take a quick perceive of the Trask? Is he like staring at the crevasse, or has he still got eyes on us?
Currently, he's too far away to like see where he's looking and stuff. It's kind of this big, occluded, but just by atmospheric interference, that you can see it's still like pacing around a small, like a point in the crevasse. But I'm not gonna. You give me a perception check. It will be incredibly difficult to make out specific details with how far away you are.
I'm not that good at it, so I think it's very gracious you're even giving me the perception check. How about a 12?
Yeah, that's you can't be sure. It still has that aura of something in pursuit, something hunting. But it is losing a little bit of the immediate like, hey, let's go get that.
I say we keep
I say we
pushing,
keep tailing him.
keep pushing Vaden and get him on the same side as the Trask, and then if he wants to stay back and fight us, then we have our fight.
All right.
And if he doesn't, we've got our pincer maneuver.
One.
Albeit with something very big and scary.
Holy shit! I can't. I have to make a one more check really quick. I rolled 2 natural 1s and a natural 2 in a row. It does not fall into the crevasse, but it has absolute like it actually does. Like you hear a kind of a crashing boom, and looking over, you see the train is like pulling itself back out of the crevasse on the other side, but it has fully lost sight of you guys.
Right.
Like it disappears for a while as you're traveling before you kind of finally see that just kind of distant shape pulling itself from the ground.
Zara, come here.
Yeah.
Sit here with me for a sec, and while we're chasing, I'm going to ritually cast Detect Poison and Disease and see if anything comes up. on Zara.
I will. Mummy rot is a weird disease, so it does flag, like as part of the spell. That's you. You recognize the traces of energy through her skin that are just those interruptions in the natural formations of their body's energy. Give me another medicine check at advantage.
That would be 19.
19. That's enough. As part of the spell and realizing that there's elements of disease, elements of poison, this is much more akin to a curse than a disease.
Okay.
It will take something that removes curses.
I'm gonna keep kind of looking it over for a little bit.
Just moved Vaden's group 1
Ow,
slot.
that hurts.
Sorry, Zara. I think I can take care of this, but it's gonna be. I can't until tomorrow. It's gonna take some time.
Okay. Maybe I'll just rub it all over Vaden and he'll get it too.
Tresses back to its random movement until it sees something and went back straight the way it came.
What do you think, Bauer? We overthinking this? We just dive in?
I mean, it's either we throw in a variable of a Trask, and we hope that it goes our way, or we fight Vaden head on. I'm not a fan of either.
We should have grabbed a big rock.
That's a great idea.
Drop bombs from above. I mean, it's going to be hard being accurate at this range. Because I don't want to be anywhere near them.
I mean, we are 4, they are 3. And last time I counted, that's more.
It is. Doesn't mean they don't have somebody waiting in the wings for them either.
That's true. If they could, if they're hiding somebody out in this desert in a random spot where we happen to engage them, maybe they deserve the drop on us.
Well, I'm saying, like, if they've got somebody that's hiding nearby, we just haven't seen.
I will look over both sides of the boat into the vast desert. Like I said, if they can hide them, man.
I don't know. I mean, we can go. I'm not sure which is going to be worse, a wild card with a Tarrasque and Vaden, or just Vaden and his undivided attention.
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about too. Although last time he ran.
I mean,
He did.
what capabilities are you aware of from Vaden? Can he stop our ship if we get too close?
I wouldn't put it past him. He's
I don't think so.
he's pretty strong, but he definitely would have. I mean, he could have something up his sleeve. I mean, we have no idea what the other two could potentially do.
Sure. Well, I have one option. If Big Guy joins us, that might work. I can't guarantee it, but it might help him push to our side. But I'm gonna have to get
I'd be
close if that's the case.
Well,
Well,
I
he'll be
think-
close if we have to worry about him, right?
I think what we do is we hold out till just before dawn, where it's still fairly dark out, shaded, but we can see. That way we can get a rest. Maybe they don't get a rest where they're running constantly. And that might put us a little over, because you got to remember, they just came out of that pit. Everything was dead. They're covered in ichor. They're running. They can only sustain that for so long.
That's a great point.
Gives me a chance to get Czar back to normal too.
I was going to say maybe we jump out in front of them a little bit and see whether they head to the mesas or to the Tarrasque, but honestly, Power, I think your idea is better.
We just tail them till they're dog-ass tired and then go from there.
Great. Well, if that's the plan, O'Relton will jump in the hammock that he's been hanging out in and close his eyes.
Okay.
I don't know how the hell you can sleep at a time like this.
Well, in that case, I will just put it on you guys as I move Vaden and his party at their speed. You can follow along as you'd like. Go ahead and have any conversations that you'd like as we move.
Why do y'all hate Vaden so much?
He's not a great guy. How do I put this? He's a really bad dude. He killed O'Relton once.
I mean, we killed a Relton once too.
Well,
That's
we didn't
almost a
really,
weekly occurrence for me.
we didn't really kill him, but the other, well, I mean, he recruited my brother, which in the long run got him killed.
Is
And
it about dawn, or how far are we away from it?
2, 3, 4, 6. Yeah, we're probably about 2 hours from dawn.
Okay.
I
let's
mean,
wait till it
well,
is.
let's see. We did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Should be about 8 hours, right?
Pretty damn close.
Yeah. So we'll give it one more space before dawn hits.
Yeah.
I am literally moving the Trask on a random chart, and he has just been doing a little circle. Anybody that catches a glimpse of him, it's like nose to the ground, like trying to sniff in just like mile wide concentric arcs, and he's just like circling around.
You know, I wouldn't
Sun
say
begins
he's
to come up.
as much as I want to say he's a bad guy or an evil dude. I think he's just doing what he thinks he needs to do, and that is on the opposite course of what I think needs to be done. So, that means
He's
fuck him.
bad, and you don't like what he does. Got it. And he tried to kill you.
He successfully killed me.
I don't know how that works.
Sharp blade, and I like tip my head back, and then this. You see the scar that's across his neck?
Yeah, okay. Let's kill him.
Well, here's our opportunity. I mean, we have the Trask right there. If we want to have the Trask join the party.
Let's see what he does. Let's try and stay south of Vaden, shall we? In fact, we're faster than him. Would it be possible for us to swing down to the south before we
Yeah, you can
land
move
engage?
2 spaces for every one of his. You've just been kind of trailing.
Oh, I mean, I could go get the Trask and then.
You're within 2 spaces of the Trask. I need to see if he sees you. He does. He
Fuck.
gets that lumbering.
Cool.
He's gonna take off.
Then so are we.
One,
We're going over here.
2. Vaden goes 1. Trask goes 2.
Ooh. Skirt the coastline. Just zoom right by Vaden.
Just
Just go
boom.
boom. Go. And dive while we're going. So like
Yeah,
we're coming into ground level.
Yeah, we're coming in hot.
Question:
Preparations, folks.
as we're going, have I had a long rest? That's what I'm asking.
Yeah, you would have had time to have 1 long rest.
Okay, with that long rest, I'm going to go ahead and walk over to Czar and say, all right, this is probably the last thing I have to try. And I'm going to cast Greater Restoration.
There it is.
Greater Restoration works because I
Okay.
believe it specifies that it can cure wounds, right? Or remove curses.
Curses.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, that's so much better.
Oh, they got that worked.
Your maximum
Smells
hit
weird,
points
though.
go back up. You're at regular maximum hit points minus 12.
So you're
They
you're
don't-
missing 12 hit points.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
The skin stops flaking off into little piles of sand underneath you, and it had, at this point, spread almost up to your shoulder, and just becomes kind of raw and red, but no longer drying out and flaking off as sand. Vaden moves 1.
Thank God.
Trask moves 2.
Hello, everyone.
You notice as they're running and you're coming down lower, one of the robe figures reaches out, and there's kind of an aura of just blue energy that washes over all 3 of them, and they run out onto the water.
Those fuckers.
You guys have come in low because you started to dive as the Trask, and they turn, and like turning on the water as the Trask crashes up to the coastline. we're going to go into combat. I'm going to need a minute because we landed on a coastline. I'm going to need you guys to vamp for me for just a minute while I just make a simple map.
Can, if that's something you need, we could take a technical break, couldn't we?
I mean, what you guys can do is we covered effectively like 2 full days of traveling just really quickly. So any conversations you guys want to have amongst yourselves, just go ahead and have those. If there's anything that you would have done in like preparation for a big battle, if you have long like cast time spells, go ahead and go through and work those out. I'm not going to do anything too complicated.
So look, and so we'll go back to like while we're just trailing Vaden at some point. You know, Kai is going to be looking a lot at his mark, seeing the intricacies of it and how it's different than what it was, and eventually gonna go over to Relton. How long do you think we got?
I honestly have no clue. She said that was all she had for us, so the quicker the better, but that's as much as I know.
So maybe we go on a bit of a recruitment campaign right after this, if this isn't it. I feel like if she has more followers, she'll have more power.
That's my best guess. I mean, I've got these, and I reach into my pouch and I pull out the stack of recruitment flyers that I turned the bookcase into back on, Terran Kell?
Mm-hmm.
So I was kind of already planning for it, but...
What's
I
this?
mean,
I snatch one out of your hand.
You can't read, so you have no fucking idea.
Nope, I'm like turning it in like 6 directions.
But there is a lovely picture of the same symbol that is on Relton's square penchant on his neck, and then a bunch of words you can't read.
As a tattoo with, I believe you said there was like a chain across it.
It was a closed eye chained up, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wait, did you start a club and not let me join?
I didn't start the club. I'm just kind of running it at the moment.
Yeah. So, hey Czar, have you heard of the God of Secret?
No.
Well, let me tell you. And I'm gonna go, without going into crazy detail, explain it. And if Czar would like to join, they are more than welcome.
What do I
It's actually kind of perfect for you. All those big wizardy spells that you know, not everybody in the world knows those. Somebody's got to keep those safe.
Yeah.
Somebody got to keep those hidden.
I'm good at keeping secrets.
And I'll point to the flyer that they've got in their hand, and a word that's like right curved underneath the symbol. That's what that word says. Secrets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep the little flyer, and I am actually at night. I am going to carve the word secrets into the side of the ship somewhere, trying to learn how to write it.
Imminent damage to the ship. No.
Hostile force detected. Terminating.
Shit.
Initiating self-destruct.
I since the ship is metal, I can't really carve into it. So maybe
no, the
I
ship
find
is
a
wood.
crate.
The ship is wood.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is like this is a fully seaworthy vessel.
Okay.
Come into the room in the morning, and there's just a Gobby Heart's secrets carved into the side of the wood. So as they walk away, not bad for your first one there, Bauer.
Well, I mean, not the first, but first one in a while.
I can't think of one that's gone quite as successfully as that.
Well, I mean, it was.
I mean, I'm not critiquing. Keep up the good work. I'm just saying.
One's better than none.
One's better than none.
And then at night, or whenever, at some point when we're sleeping during this time, I will like to sleep next to Bauer, to Kai, and I'm going to try and find the goat man in his dreams.
Okay. 1 second.
Fuck you, goat man. You guys ever see that BuzzFeed ghost files or ghost mysteries? They like go to the haunted bridge, and one guy's like super believer in ghosts, the other guy's a total skeptic. He's like, "Look at me, goat man. This is my bridge now. Fuck you, goat man." He's just taunting him the whole time. That's great.
See that? And my goal is to sneak up on said goat.
Okay.
And if Andrew needs another second,
Yep, we can do something else.
I will at some point have gone up to the crow's nest because I feel like that's where Alder spent most of his time.
Yeah.
And I will kick my feet off the edge, so I'm sitting on the edge of the railing of the very small crow's nest. I don't know if we ever talked about this, but how's the village holding up? I don't think.
I mean, it's been a long time since I've been back, and everybody's a little worried when I left. My grandfather led that village for years, and this tree just whittled them away. Seemed like overnight.
The tree whittled him?
Well, we think one of the fruit the tree has, he might have consumed it. I mean, that's kind of been the ritual, is when you get to it, that point you take from the tree and it provides back. But this time it was different.
But it whittled him, like with a knife?
No. Sorry, like he became very weak and like rapidly aged and died.
But you haven't heard from him since. I think we talked about this when you first signed on, and
No,
I don't think I've heard an update since.
No, I've been kind of searching for answers. There wasn't really a way of communication. I didn't think I'd be out this long, if I'm being honest. I want to keep helping and figure out this process, or this shard thing with you guys, but I do need to go back and check on everyone.
Well, the reason I bring it up is we obviously have, and I gesture over the side of the ship, all that to figure out real quick, and then Bauer and I need to save our hides, but what if your grove was tied in with this whole shard thing?
I've been wondering if that's the case. I guess it's worth a try, seeing if that's what's happening.
You said anybody who's been taken to the fruit gets really weak, really frail, really old, right?
Yeah, recently. Like I said, hasn't been like this always. Just very recently.
I think we've talked about it, but the last shard we're missing is the Shard of Ages. And I mean, I'm not good at puzzles, so you can probably put 2 and 2 together there.
It is possible. I just don't know where this would have come from, How it got there.
Why now? All those questions? Yeah, I don't know either. I was just thinking if we're thinking of next steps, if there is next steps, that might be one of them.
I know we've kind of talked about it, but your goal is to protect these and make sure nobody else gets them. But how? What do you plan to do with them?
I plan to keep them safe. And that's... I guess that's the funny thing about religion is you don't always have all the answers when you're performing the act. But you do it anyway. I think they call that faith.
Alder will kind of glance towards his bag, but not like, just kind of like, you might see his eyes kind of shift towards his bag and come back after you say, having faith.
Mm-hmm.
I guess it's trusting what's in front of you, that it'll go all right.
Yeah, even when you can't see it.
Well, hopefully we can live through this and then see where we go.
Yeah, first steps first. Oh, looks like we're getting close. And I'll swing off the crow's nest underneath and like double-handed grab the mast and just slide down the mast.
Okay. Wizard, as you settle up against Kai while he's sleeping, close your eyes and just, in the way that only you can seemingly do, just slip into his dream. I imagine something similar. Family, friends gathered in it. Or are you dreaming something? What is Kai dreaming of?
So this time it's actually going to be a bit of more of like memories. Almost as in like a vintage film set. And you'll see flashes of Vaden, a little bit of Isaac, some of more current things, flashes of Czar, Alder, Elton, Vala, Raven, and then, along with some good and some bad.
Okay. Wizard, you kind of drop in on the, similar to last time, on the outside of this enshrouded bubble. You can see kind of the ghostly wisps of the images that Kai is seeing in his dream. Previously, where that goat-headed man had been, there's nobody.
I am going to try and be sneaky and find him.
Okay.
So whatever I gotta do, I'm gonna throw on my cloak that I usually wear, and I'm gonna have my grinning mask, the scary one for intimidation, ready to just... I want to terrify him. So he faints.
Okay. I love what you're trying to do. But searching and searching.
Yeah.
If his attention is elsewhere this night. His eyes are not on Kai for the first time in a while.
Okay.
Okay. Sorry.
Good
I do
then.
love it. I do love it.
We'll do it again later. Or I'll try.
Any other discussions or preparations you guys want to make before we proceed?
I've made all of mine.
Same.
I have your initiatives. The ship begins to descend until it is how far above the sands?
Yeah, I mean, if we're looking, if we're set and we're going in, I'm down to 30 feet.
Okay. I'm going to represent in approximate shape of the ship. That's just with this. Like, yeah, that's... Doesn't let me just free draw a shape, huh? Let's go. Like, we're just gonna do... The ship is not a square, so this is only partially representative. And it's not letting me actually put the overlay. There we go.
Just make like a big token, or
No, I'm just gonna say that gray square kind of represents the ship. We'll just put it slightly off. So that is like the back of the ship. 30 feet off the ground. As you guys have swooped in, they've turned on the water, all standing upon it from their water walking, as the Tarrasque crashes into the sand. You guys were controlling the momentum of this fight, of this engagement. Do you want to arrive at the same time as the Tarrasque? Or do you want to have a few rounds before it arrives? You're faster than both of these parties, so you get to kind of wait it out.
For my money, I think I would like to engage at the same time, but from the south.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like coming from the water. That's for my money. But I'm not controlling the ship.
I would definitely have the ship positioned on a southern, between basically the Tarrasque could be. Vaden would be between us and the Tarrasque.
Okay. She'd be here-ish.
Yep.
show.
So this is as the Tarrasque arrives. We're going to go into initiative. Orelton, you're first. You are 30 feet in the air above the water.
Well, Relton would like to open up with something just a touch crazy. And he would like to, double foot vault up on the edge of the ship. And he is going to hold his arms out, and as he does, that shoulder just, seems to glisten, and the light seems to shine off of the crystal just a little bit more intensely than it normally does. And he's going to hold his arms out and then jerk them up intently. And as he does, he is going to create a mighty fortress surrounding Vaden's group on all four walls. Nothing else on the inside. So none of the servants, none of the decorations, none of the keep on the inside. He's just surrounding them in four walls so that they can't go anywhere.
Okay. How big of a fortress can you make?
4 turrets with square bases. Not doing any of those. Each one 20 feet wide on a side and 30 feet tall. I assume that's the turrets though. Each wall is 1 foot thick and composed of panels that are 10 feet wide and 20 feet tall.
Okay. So we get to kind of draw out. Actually, if you want to draw your fortress.
You make me do it?
Yeah.
He's like, yeah.
I am.
I just made this. And I could have just put a fortress on it. Had I known.
It wasn't there until just a second ago. Walls that are 10 feet wide and 20 feet tall. It doesn't tell me how long. It says thick, so 10 feet wide. That seems really tiny for a fortress, doesn't it? Is that just me?
Well, it's
Because that's...
Did you say the turrets were 20 by something?
Yeah.
Wait, are you putting it over by Vaden?
So that'd be a 50-foot side if you've got 4 turrets.
Oh, that's why we keep you around. You're the brains of the operation.
well, each one's 20 feet, 30 feet, each corner.
Yeah, the keep has a square base of 50 feet on each side.
The turrets are connected to each other by stone walls that are each 80 feet long.
Jesus.
And that's why we keep you around. Because you read.
You can read.
They are 1 foot thick and composed of panels that are 10 feet wide and 20 feet tall. So it
Understood.
is an 80-foot by 80 is an 80-foot square, 20-foot wall. So I can actually just use the square. This is the size of your fortress.
And I think I would like to put them in the south. Well, let's just do the bottom right corner. So
Wait,
the other side, right there.
You want them in the fortress?
Yeah, because
Man.
it's 20-foot tall walls so that a Tarrasque can get over, and we fly.
Why the hell didn't you wait for the Trask to be in it?
Do you think that this is
Was
going to
I the
pull
first?
off a Trask for?
Yeah, that's not going to slow him at all. He doesn't give
Well,
a shit.
There's
no,
nothing-
but the
there's
Trask
no
will
top.
be inside the walls with
Oh,
them.
he will.
He doesn't even have
He
to
will
fight
be.
the wall.
He's going to be
He's
in
doing-
just a second. So yeah, that's where I would like to put everybody. And
how
so there's
tall
still
is
water
that?
on the inside. It's just the walls have come out of the water.
The sand rises, forming these, 20-foot walls, 80-foot long on each side, intricate reliefs of the Eye of List in her form as she's appeared to you, both as a young and an old woman, in these tremendous statues guarded as towers on each corner, looking in and down on Vaden and his party.
Hell yeah.
Your barrier is
And-
erected. What else are you doing?
I am going to hold the rest of what I've got to jump inside as soon as we crest the peak of those walls.
Okay, and I'm gonna say, like, your ship is high enough off. You could drop 10 feet
we're already-
to the top of the wall. Like, you're almost exactly like perfect.
Okay. I will just jump over there then.
Yeah, we'll say that it lowers a little bit more, so you can almost just the walls rise up to meet you, Vaden, as you step down.
And I will just step out onto him, arms still outstretched in a very Jesus-esque manner.
Okay. Kai.
Of course. I don't want to go yet. Fuck.
If you'd like to hold off, I the initiative.
I just don't
Can
know
I
how
also
far down
rage?
the initiative.
Yeah, you can absolutely rage.
Okay.
Shadows pull you out of the crystals on your back and kind of begin entwining your body as that divine rage just begins to overtake you.
I'm gonna move down on the initiative order.
Okay. How far down would you like to go? Or are you waiting till somebody in particular moves?
The Tarrasque, I think.
Okay, we're gonna move you till just after the Tarrasque. Next is one of the robed figures traveling with him. I need to pull up the Dispell. Looks and as the walls come up, you notice that they have a dark gray-skinned, elven-featured face. And why are it's not letting me pull up any of these spells? What is wrong with this? Okay, and they no. Sorry, this fortress threw me off a little bit. They reach out and place a hand on Vaden, and you watch as just this deep emerald blackish green energy just pulses and encircles him as they cast Death Ward. who he turns and looks up at you, Vaden. An impressive work. The shards never fail to impress. I give you this one last chance, Orelden. Tell your friends to leave. They do not need to die here in the sand with you.
I'll follow you out, Vaden.
Indeed you will. And I need... will you roll me a D100?
Certainly.
Nope, don't like that.
11. That doesn't seem great, does it?
So for Vaden's divine intervention, he needed you to roll less than a 12
Oh my fuck.
for his
Jesus.
cleric levels. Come down and face me. Your ship, all of the energy is pulled from it, and it crashes into the water. As his gods just drain the magic from your ship.
Y'all are a little wet.
Like I said, it's seaworthy, so it still
Yeah.
floats in the water.
It's like just when the new ship lands in the water, it's like, you know.
That's his action. And for his bonus action, he casts a spell, and you watch as spirit grasping hands begin roiling from the water beneath, pulling up, moving around as spirit shroud comes into effect as well.
Dope.
Gabi,
Well, crap. I can't do what I was gonna do either now that I'm on the ground or on the water. I am going to... Oh, that's not what I meant to grab. I meant to grab me. That's okay. I am going to try and move towards the castle walls. How tall is the castle?
it's 20 feet tall.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what? This little outcropping? Am I able to get onto that like rock outcropping?
Yeah, your ship is actually pretty much level with it. So 5, 10, it'd take 15 feet of movement to get up to the wall and step
Okay.
onto that.
And then, I am going to pull out a pogo stick. And I am going to try and bounce this pogo stick up the wall. I don't know how
Okay.
tall I can get.
This is the pogo stick that makes everything.
All small objects nearby bounce uncontrollably.
Everything that is on the deck of the ship begins ding ding, like perfectly in tandem. Give me an acrobatics check with this.
Okay.
It's a magical goddamn pogo stick. I'm not gonna tell you can't go 20 feet in the air.
That's a 23?
23.
Good.
You
Did I math that right? Yeah, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 23.
and you go higher, 5 feet, 10 feet, 15 feet, and at 20 feet you begin to like lose control and just step on top of the wall. Give me just really one more acrobatics check is to land securely on top of this wall.
That's 27.
27. Yeah, you land, catch the pogo stick, and just slip it back into your bag.
Into my
In
bag.
the back.
The only person that sees
So-
anything odd is Alder. As you look up, you reach as she goes to like put something in the bag. A gray spindly hand grabs it and then pulls it into the bag for her.
Shit.
Not just a Tarrasque, but a fucking oh god.
The Bagman.
And I think I'm gonna guess that's probably all I can do, considering I had to bounce to get up
Yeah,
here.
that was your action movement
Okay.
speed. If you have any bonus actions you'd like to take.
No, I don't got
Are you up on the
anything.
wall?
I am on the wall now.
You want me to put you there?
Yes, please. I couldn't move myself because the box was on me. Thanks, much appreciation.
So make sure you guys are.
Oh, as my bonus action, I'm gonna look over at Orelton and go, "Let's do this for the secrets."
You know, we know where the ship is.
I will drop a hand to fist bump him.
Okay. As she says secrets, you see as the Tarrasque just crashes into the wall. How many hit points does the wall have?
I think it's like 30 or something like that. It's not
Okay.
a lot.
Okay. It deals double damage to the wall, but it is weakened. Like it absolutely hits. So let's see, that would
AC 15, 30 hit points per inch of thickness.
So 30 times 12 because it's a foot.
Each wall is a foot thick. So, yep.
okay.
So that's
360.
360.
Its first
Nice,
attack
everybody.
uh,
Nice.
damage is halved because of it's weakened, but it is double damage from this. It's a straight damage. First attack does 29 damage to the wall.
Oh,
Second attack minus 10. You said AC was 15?
15, yep.
15. Okay, that still hits, dealing 42 more damage to the wall. Third attack. It's a 28 to hit. 41 more points of damage to the wall. Sorry, and we said how many hit points the wall has?
The wall's at 248 now.
Yeah.
360, yeah.
Okay. Go. Okay, it can almost not miss the wall, so I'm just gonna roll.
I don't
It
know
also
why I
does
just
say
assumed
reducing
I
a
could
sec-
stand over it.
Yeah, that's what I assumed as well. I was just like,
You have to take the whole thing, but it's just like tearing chunks out of the top of the wall.
and it does specifically say that reducing a section of stone to 0 hit points may cause connected sections to buckle at the DM's buckle and collapse at the DM's discretion.
Okay, that is another 35 points of damage from it biting into it. So it is hit it with its
213.
horns. It's clawed twice, bit it, and its tail just comes around on top of it. 24 to hit, absolutely hits. Dealing another 28 points of damage as the tail comes just crashing down. It has taken enough off of the top that it's just going to be able to pull through and step over, effectively buying everybody around to get situated.
So was that 5 or 6 attacks?
5.
Sick.
Okay. Hey, it has a minus 10 to its normal attack.
No.
It deals half damage.
No, you're fine. I just wanted to help.
Guy, it's your turn.
Rip us.
fuck! I don't want to be up there yet. Okay, so the ship went down. Yeah, I think what I'm gonna do is instead of getting off of the ship,
You
I'm
reinvigorate the ship?
actually, yeah, I'm gonna pump some spell levels into it.
Okay, how many spell levels?
That's a great fucking question. I can't do too much. I mean, I can, but
Don't need to leave yet.
I know, but I want the ship ready to leave.
So just enough to get up and be able to get in it and start to leave so that you can put more spells into it later.
Up and in.
I'm going to pump 3 levels into it.
It's like a car that won't turn over.
Okay, I'm gonna assume that takes my action at that point.
We'll say that was your bonus action, just because you only used 3. Just you did it quick. There's no spell, there's no incantation, there's no channeling. It's just forcing magic into it.
Okay, so I did 3. I'm putting in 8 more.
Turning and just forcing more magic just into this. And it lights up. Helping.
Come on, I need you to wake up now.
It is running barely. You needed to put 10 spell levels in it for it to start, like, actually start. So it effectively has 1 spell level of energy. Regaining previous altitude.
Nope, stay here. Stay here. Gather as much power as you can
Okay.
while we're waiting.
Now that was
And,
that would have been your action.
That's it.
Okay. Priest here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
The
He's going to
ballsy ass
move.
priest.
Gonna run forward. Gonna cast something on himself. Presses his hand to his chest. You watch kind of a burst of golden light kind of wash over him. Alder.
Yeah, so we're still plenty distance down. So I'm gonna cast Dimension Door on myself, and pop up onto the wall.
Okay.
We're gonna go. Well, that's the wrong thing. We're gonna go to here.
Okay.
So let me cast that real quick to get rid of it. Yeah, that's gonna be my turn.
Okay. Orelton, we're back to you. On top of the wall. Vaden has unfurled a whip. It drops to the ground, and you notice that the end of the whip is actually just one sharpened spike of blackened crystal.
And a
He's
one tails.
at
Cool.
you.
As the whip falls to the ground, my hands drop back to the back of my belt, and I'll pull off that helm of dread and slap it down over my head again, and everything goes black underneath except for 2 red eyes, and I just hurl myself off the edge of the wall and land
Okay.
directly in front of him. In fact,
Okay.
I won't land directly in front of him. I'll people's knee down on top of him.
People.
Okay, make an attack.
This is just a brawler strike. Oh, great. 16.
16 misses. He steps back, and you hit the water, and then continue on before hitting the sand. It's about 5 feet deep here, so it's like mid-chest, and he's just looking down on you.
And then I stand up with an uppercut for his chin.
Sorry, real quick, because it's 5
Sure.
feet of water, and he's water walking.
Oh, so I
So-
I'll absolutely uppercut to his nuts if I can. No regrets.
Yeah,
Yes.
go ahead
for
and
a
make an attack
23.
roll. 23 hits.
And so this, I don't know what he's wearing, so probably not an automatic crit, but +3 to this damage. So 9, 10, 11, 12 plus a d6 of necrotic.
Yeah, the chitinous armor that covers him does encase the bits, but you make solid contact, and he grunts. how much was the necrotic damage? Was just 1?
1 point. Yep.
Okay, so 1 point. For how much total damage?
13.
13. Anything else?
Yeah, as my bonus action, I can grapple when I hit somebody. So I will absolutely. I'm not going to describe anything, but I'm going to grapple him as a result of this attack.
Grab his dick and twist it. Twist his dick.
I
Oh my god, dude.
the power.
Oh my god, dude.
Oh my god.
Okay. Is it an opposed athletics check to grapple, or you just grapple?
That's a
attack?
great question.
Oh, I just got the funniest image in my head.
Cause your body deal one of the following effects. The target must succeed on a strength, dexterity. It chooses which, or it has the grapple condition.
Okay, it is going to.
I don't know what has to
give you a DC.
It does not give me a DC.
Assuming it's your spell.
I would-
No, I guess it wouldn't be spellcasting.
I would assume it would be opposed, right?
It should be a saving throw with that. Let me pull this up real quick. Because it's based off your strength, I believe.
Oh, sorry. DC 8 plus proficiency plus strength. 13 plus. It's DC 20.
DC 20? Okay, he got a natural 20.
Cool.
So, we got it. Anyway,
That
but
makes
I wanted to
Sigmund
make sure.
so much better. His dick going with your hand slapping it.
Anything else that you got?
I think that's it.
Okay. Moves us on to the cleric. He's here. They 5, 20, 25. Running up and looking up at you about 25 feet. I'm not going to do the math on that.
I gotcha.
But they actually pull a javelin out of their pack and just hurl it at you. Is a natural 20 to hit. Okay.
Doesn't
Holy
hit.
cow. Very cool. Misses.
They're going to divine strike this.
Thick.
Nice.
So it's going to deal an extra d8. 4, 10, 20, 25 points of piercing damage.
Doubled to 50.
No, that is
okay.
doubled. Yeah, don't worry. Not 50 points with a javelin. As you dimension door and pop out, kind of looking, this cleric just sprints, pulling a spear from their pack and just hurling it, going through your thigh. As you appear from that dimension door, Vaden is going to look down, and he's just gonna lay into you with his whip. Let me also double check with Spirit Shroud. And he's gonna make his concentration check on that as well. Concentration check succeeds. Dealing. Okay, if he deals damage to you, he'll deal an extra D8 of radiant damage, actually.
Interesting.
That is a natural 20.
Tag. I'm it.
Is that 3 in a row, fucker?
Yeah, it is. It is 3 in a row, which is only 15. Or so, okay, that is 5, 10. Okay, so sorry, that is 5 is the crit. 15. He deals 4d8. Okay, so 15 points of slashing damage.
Which would be half for me.
And 17 points of necrotic damage.
That's 25 total with the half.
Yes, and you watch as your blood, as he lashes just across your face, is pulled into the whip up his arm and begins spiraling around those spiked chains into his own wounds. And you watch like he kind of straightens up a little bit from that blow as he begins to regenerate. He's going to make another attack. That is a 25 to hit.
Tag.
Regular for 12 points of slashing damage, half to 6. And then only 2 points of necrotic. They rolled double ones. He heals a little bit more. He goes, just remember that you brought them here. When I peel the shards from your corpse, this is on you.
Always has been.
Wizard.
Wizard is going to see how deep that water is.
I'm standing in it.
Yeah. And decide that they are going to put on their ethereal cloak. And then try and dive into the water and sneak up on Vaden.
Okay.
Is there any way I can like dive over on this side?
You can.
You still
Vaden's
spook?
got line of sight. And well, you wouldn't splash with the ethereal cloak, but it's ethereal, not invisible. And so you just become slightly translucent. Going down beneath the water, give me a stealth check at disadvantage. You're not really able to fully break line of sight.
So the ethereal shroud gives me gives me advantage. I'll be doing it at disadvantage. Yeah. So would that just be
even roll?
Just even?
I'll let you know. You have to beat 13.
Okay.
Well, that's probably her.
Well, my plus is plus
like,
13.
Yeah, I was
so
like, that's probably her positive.
that's my plus on stealth. So.
Yep. So you do manage to break his line of sight and hide.
And then I'm obviously going to hold my breath because now I'm underwater.
Your movement speed is halved. That was the other thing with him. Your movement speed is reduced by 10 as well.
Okay.
And that's just from he has the slasher feat.
Oh, okay.
This stupid box. I can't get to my character because it's on top of my stupid the box.
Click on the arrow. It's not the box.
Where do you want to go?
Yeah. Just one to the left and one down. Right there. I don't want him. I want to like sneak up and stab his ankles.
Okay. Go and make an attack advantage.
Little fucking crab.
Okay. Okay, that's I rolled an 18 plus. Where is? 18 plus 9. Okay, beautiful. Okay, and I'm using my necrotic damage, and it's a sneak attack, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Let me pull all the dice out. Okay, I'm gonna roll this, and then whatever I add up, plus 4. Trying to slice this dude's Achilles. Okay. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, plus 4, 36, 37, 38, 39.
So that's what it's like to have that much sneak attack damage. I always forget that because I always have like 2d6.
So he has to make a 19 on his concentration check. Fails. Spirit Shroud is down.
And what
And
is?
just retreat back into the water.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was okay.
Yeah, and then since I made an attack, I can poof up to 30 feet away. Can I poof back to the top of the
Yeah, you can.
Like they were never there.
arrow? There we go. Thanks. Poof.
Poof, back on top of the wall. Anything else?
That's it. That's my deal.
Okay, the Trask, 10, 15, 20, 25, runs right up to the priest, the first thing in its way. That hits. That's a crit.
Oh fuck.
That hits. That hits.
At least the crits are hitting himself too, right?
Yeah. So he's going to make 5 attacks. The second one was a crit. These are all halved from the Trask being weakened. So 26, 13. 68, so 34. So 6, 13 plus 34.
Realize they're not on my team, but I still
47.
feel bad.
Yeah. I mean, they did all of this work and came all this
47
way.
plus 21, 68. Plus 14, that is 82. 82. 82, 91, which is not enough to kill it.
That
That's half, man.
I would want to die.
But as it bites that last attack, it actually picks the priest up and kind of begins to shake it back and forth. He has it grappled in its jaws.
Oof.
Uh,
I'm gonna start calling Evie a Tarask.
and then we're gonna actually take this guy. So he's in the Trask right now. And the Trask is gonna move the rest of its movement, which is just here with this thing in its mouth.
Sick.
Takes us to Kai's turn.
Great. So the ship is at least running.
It regains a few levels of spells naturally as it begins boom, 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 boom,
Okay, great.
thrumming to life.
Would it cost me anything to have the ship move up?
No, you can freely move the ship up to 60 feet.
Okay, I'm gonna move the ship up to the wall, and then have the ship go back down and have cover behind the wall after I get off.
Okay. Just slowly lower, like 5 feet below the wall.
10.
10? Okay. Those lowers kind of the bottom splat. It touches into the water.
So when I get up here, do I notice anything with the Tarask at all? Is it?
It's there.
Yeah.
Looking closely at it, aside from a dude in its mouth, you realize there are faint shimmers of different colors, red and silver and gold, that seem to be constricting and restraining its movement. You also notice a gaping hole in the chest. And in the center, where the heart would normally be, what looks like just a black splinter. The flesh and skin around it is constantly re-knitting and then just being absorbed into the crystal. Muscle tissue, cancerous growths, growing and knitting, trying to heal and regenerate this creature as it would naturally, just being pulled into the crystal as it consumes endlessly.
Right, that's a thing, but not for now. And I'm gonna look down at Vaden. Oh man, I'm gonna. I think I'm gonna, assuming I have it, twin. Yes. I'm going to twin a spell. I'm actually going to twin Sorceress Burst and shoot it at Vaden. And so it's 2 attacks. First one's a nat 20.
Hell yeah,
Okay.
flying around tonight, aren't
All
they?
right.
And second one is a natural 19. God damn.
Okay.
Nice
Those
rolls.
are both gonna hit. Yeah.
Okay, and these are going to be, what kind of damage can I do? What kind of damage? I can't do radiant, so I'm gonna do lightning. Because no, I think I'm not gonna do lightning. Wait a minute. I'm gonna go ahead and do
Stay in this water too, man.
psychic. I'm gonna do psychic.
Okay.
Apparently that's a damage type that I can do. And for the first one, let's see, how do I do this? Crit damage roll. And any 8s, I get to add another 8, and there's not a single 8 in that. Sweet! 25 damage for the first one, which is psychic.
Okay.
And then the second,
This psychic energy kind of cracks, and he like twitches a little bit, and the armor around his neck actually like shifts and pulls up his ears slightly. He's resistant to psychic.
you gotta be fucking kidding me. I chose that one because that is what they're. You fucking bitch. Can I change the damage of the twinned one?
No, because it's twins. You cast them at the same time.
Fucking.
First of all,
I
there are
mean,
different
flexible
types of
because I
twins.
think
There are identical
I-
twins. There.
Look, I mean, flexible enough because I'm pretty sure that twin states you have to target different creatures with them.
That's it.
But I don't, it's fine if it does. So we could lay into Vaden all you want. All you want, baby doll.
He likes
Okay.
it.
Well, the
And it
second
might
one
not
was
actually
10
say that.
damage. I will double check it. If it does, I'll shoot the cleric.
Mercy kill that priest that's in the Jurassic's mouth.
Target a
Okay.
second creature in range with the same spell. You are right. So the second one, so the crit would be on Vaden, then the cleric would take the psychic damage.
Which would be full 21 points of damage.
Just 10. Just 10.
Oh.
That one was low.
Okay. Just as he's recovering from throwing that javelin, just like
Oh, wait a minute. I'm so sorry. That was for some reason Mind Sliver. 12. Not much better, but better.
boom. Takes kind of rocks forward. Anything else from Kai?
So just to be set the scene here, it's still very early morning, pretty dim lighting.
Yeah. Very dim light.
Okay. Twin does not take my bonus action, does it?
No, it does not.
Okay.
I don't think so.
Then yes, convert. No. Yeah, cool.
thought the
I am
same
going to
thing,
use
Will.
my bonus action to.
Sorry, Trask is going to use its legendary action really quickly just to swallow this dude.
Gulp.
Gotcha. Then I'm going to use my what the fuck ever it is, my shadow walk. So basically, he's going to be standing at the corner. All of the shadows are going to envelop around him, and he is going to disappear and reappear at the other corner.
Okay.
Dick.
Priest is going to start stabbing at the inside of the Trask.
Oh,
But it's hasted, so it gets an extra 2 attacks. quick. All right. Starts punching away. Did not deal enough to break himself free. You actually watch there. You hear dull, muted kind of thud, 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 and then the Trask like looks up and kind of like burps out as a little bit of fire comes out of its mouth.
Oh, heartburn.
Trask is going to use another legendary action to just 10, 15, move half of its speed this way. Alder, your turn.
Cool. Well, that made my decision for me.
You're gonna panic?
I'm gonna panic and run away. No. Where did it go? I'm gonna look at the cleric, and then look back at the Tarask. You can save this one time, and I'm gonna go ahead and try to cast Charm Monster on the Tarask. I don't know if this will work, but it's a Wisdom 18.
Wisdom 18.
Oh,
Read Charm. It's immune to Charmed.
Of course.
oh.
Okay. Well, now I know. Cast it.
Almost like this thing is one of the biggest, baddest things there is to fight.
Yeah, no, it makes sense. Worth a shot. Yeah, so with that, I'm gonna go ahead and let's see, there's 15 to there. Okay, yeah, we're gonna just I need to grab, I hate that it's the hand is not the thing. We're gonna move to there, so we're on the other side of the cleric. Yeah, and I think that's my turn.
Okay. Orelton, you're chest deep in water. Vaden standing above you.
Here's what I'd like to try. I'd like to see the Trask behind Vaden, and like through roughly his kneecaps, and then like look up. Maybe I have to jump, maybe I don't. But I reach up and I grab like the lapels of his armor and just like yank them down and throw myself into the water because he's water walking, right? The idea is to bash him against the water as I fall back into it.
Okay, give me this will just be opposed athletics if you're just trying to grapple him.
Okay.
Great minds think alike.
And advantage on strength checks for me.
Okay.
But the two 13s for a 25.
He got a 24. So you grab him and just pull him down. He's going to take, I'm just going to say, bludgeoning damage from this. 5 points just from pulling him down. So just the impact of you pulling him into water that resists him.
And then this may be a reduced damage, but I'd like to let go of an arm and just like start kidney punching him out of the water.
Okay, so that'll be one of your attacks to try to do the grapple. And so go ahead and make your additional attacks.
Okay. For a 30 to hit.
30 is going to hit, yeah.
Okay. And... oh, not as good. 13 plus a d6. 13 bludgeoning.
Okay.
And 2 necrotic. And then there was something else. Oh, I can move him 5 feet if I want to, but I want him to stay here, so that's going to be it.
Okay. Anything else?
I will hold my breath.
Okay. We're going to go to the cleric. Let's see. How much space does this take up?
Only I knew anything about this monster. I would have definitely chose the other option.
To be fair, I don't think any of us do.
Yeah. I mean, it's good I don't know anything, because then I can't meta.
Yep.
Yeah, I really don't know shit about this thing.
I know a bit, but I'm trying not to meta.
All I know is it hurts.
I know there's a reason why it's scary as fuck.
He's just big.
Boom. Cleric turns and makes a couple hand gestures and says something, and then blooming from kind of the center of this space, reaching all the way up, 20-foot sphere, cloud kill begins to just fill the space. I need Constitution saving throws from everybody that's in there, including Vaden.
Is that an attack?
It is not. It's just an area of effect spell.
Would I need to, considering I am not breathing?
Oh, that's true.
Pointedly
If
not
you're
breathing,
you're specifically holding your breath. Let's
Plus,
see.
I don't know how dense this
Vaden-
gas is, but it's crazy if it can get through water.
Yeah. Vaden succeeds and is resistant, so he's going to take quarter damage from this.
I'm not concentrating on anything.
No, but I do need a Constitution saving throw.
Constitution. There we go. Thank you. That was okay. That is a 10.
10 fails, so you take 38 points of poison damage.
Okay, and I get that
Vaden
halved
take
for
8.
something I have.
You have resistance to poison damage?
No, I have I'm trying to find it.
Evasion
I
and
can use
uncanny-
uncanny dodge, so I can use my reaction to half the attack's damage.
It's not an attack,
Okay,
and it doesn't require a dexterity saving throw.
The
So I don't
evasion is
think
what
that
I have to do for a dex, but uncanny dodge is the other one. But either way, it's not an attack. So
Yeah.
Okay. So 20. You said 28.
Yeah, or 38.
38. Okay. Thanks.
38 points of poison damage.
That's why I asked.
Vaden, who's currently grappled by you, he reaches out down into the water and actually grabs onto you as well. What level are we doing this at? And he goes, you just hear from kind of muffled from above the water. Might not be mine that fells them. I need a wisdom saving throw
I'm so good at these.
at disadvantage.
Boa.
4 is not enough to resist as he casts Dominate Monster.
Can I fanatical focus and I'll re-roll that? And if I re-roll it, do I need to re-roll it at disadvantage still?
Yeah,
Or is
because
it
you're
just another roll?
re-rolling.
Okay. Oh, well, that one's a natural 20 and a 3, so same thing.
Fuck.
Damn it, disadvantage.
I'm so sorry.
That's all right.
So, could I counterspell?
You can try to counterspell. What level do you counterspell at?
I'm only gonna do it at 3 because I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Okay.
So I have to roll. I just don't know what I need to roll.
Yeah, give me your counterspell roll. Because we're going off. Are you going off the new counterspell or legacy counterspell?
I haven't seen the new counterspell.
Okay, we'll go off legacy counterspell. We won't get into it.
No, I kind of want to know what the new counterspell is.
We're not going to worry about that right now.
Can look it up after.
Ah, shit. That's just a D20. I rolled a 5. I don't know what I'm supposed to add to that, but or if I
Yes,
add
and-
anything at all. But
It was an 8th level dominate person.
okay.
That's
Or
intense.
dominate monster.
Okay.
Yeah. Orelton is dominated.
I'm immune to charmed if that affects this.
Let's see. That is
Ooh.
a I believe that is a charm. Let's see.
Fuck yeah, he's a big guy.
Yeah, that is a enchantment. So I'm gonna assume well the creature is charmed. So if you're immune to charm, that's not gonna do anything.
Let's go.
Hell yeah.
So as he that energy pulses through him and you just shrug it off. Yes. Shit. And he's just gonna punch you in the face. As a bonus action.
Same.
So that is a 29 to hit
That'll hit.
for 6 points of bludgeoning damage. Just bam! It's halved to 3. He is going to use his movement though, because while you have him grappled, you also have the grapple condition. So he's going to expend his movement to actually pull you out of the water.
Okay.
Into the cloud.
I have nothing to push off against, so
Yeah, so he just kind of lifts up. So as you enter the cloud kill, I need a Constitution saving throw.
these ones I generally am pretty good at. 28.
28. So half damage. Oops,
Is this
There's too many
acid by
dice.
chance?
it is poison.
Okay.
That is 24, so half to 12. Then Vaden takes that as well as he ends his turn there. Gabi.
All right, Gabi is gonna try and dive off the edge and land on top of Vaden.
Okay.
Learning from the best, I see. Yeah.
Make an attack roll. This is
Okay. So I wanna stab with my knife as I'm jumping down. So do you want that to be on my attack roll, or do I need to do
this will
anything
be
else?
your attack roll.
Okay. And do I get advantage since he's currently grappled with an ally?
Let's see. Grappled. No, you do not get grappled or advantage from grappled.
Okay.
If you hit, you will get your sneak
Um,
attack.
Okay. Okay, that's a 17 plus 9. So I'm guessing that hits.
Let's see, because his AC is 18. He's going to try to parry.
So that would be a 26 total for me.
Okay, so he gets to expend a superiority die. 18,
It's 8.
23. Doesn't do it. Yeah. You
23
hit.
doesn't hit. Okay. I
Yeah,
hit.
he tried to increase his AC to enough to not be hit, but he was
Okay.
hit.
I am going to use Fury of the Small as well.
Okay.
6, 10, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, and then Fury of the Small, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56.
Who needs math when you got fingers?
Off of how many dice?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 d6 and a d4.
All right. You rolled just about max damage.
Yeah. I think I've got 4 3s and a 5, and the
Okay,
rest
was
are all maxed.
any of that necrotic?
Crazy.
Yes, 3d6 for necrotic, so we're gonna say it's my 3d3. That'd be 5, 6, and 3. 10,
So
11, 12, 13, 14.
14, so we do 7 less damage, so we're at 44 because he's resistant to necrotic. As you just slam into him, give me an acrobatics check.
Acrobatics. That is 8 plus 16 is 24.
Cool. And yeah, you are on top of his shoulder. You've driven this through the cracks in this armor that is shifting. You feel it shifting and moving underneath you as you've landed on. Yep. Anything else for your turn?
I'm going to bamf 30 feet away.
Okay.
Bye.
30 and drop into the water.
Okay.
Sorry, my dogs are going crazy.
The Tarask moves up to you and the cleric.
Uh-oh.
Rimsar.
The first attack goes for the cleric. As one of the claws comes down. With a, let's see, that is 25. That hits. Dealing 14 points of damage to the cleric. The second claw comes down on Gabi. 32, 22 to hit. Okay.
22 hits. And
Goes out.
can I use my reaction to half that?
Yeah, so 11 goes down to 6 points of damage.
Okay.
Second attack, or third attack, sorry, is at Gabi. Does a 16 hit you?
Yes.
41 halved to 21 points of damage. And I need a strength saving throw.
Mm.
Oh, no, sorry. That's there's no saving throw. You just are grappled.
I'm grappled.
You are grappled, you are restrained, and the tail's going to come
swallowable.
around. Tail's going to come around and natural 20 on the cleric. For 23 points of damage from the tail.
Well, shit.
Oh shit, sorry. And the previously swallowed guy takes
Fuck.
46 points of acid damage, killing him.
Ah,
Oh.
Put Gabi in the mouth.
So
Kai?
when I am in the mouth, or I thought I was in a claw.
No, it bit and you were in its mouth.
Ooh, cool, fun.
Yeah.
To ungrapple, I have to beat a strength check.
No, there's a, let's see. It is a, where'd it go? Let's see. Oh, yeah, it is a strength check.
Okay.
It can be athletics or acrobatics. It's an escape DC.
Oh, okay. Thanks.
Okay.
Andrew, I sent you a message. Give me a yes, no, or a maybe.
Yes.
Okay. Um. Fuck. It's just what happened prior. Like, fuck. All right. We're just gonna do it. So Kaya's gonna stand there, taking in the surroundings. God. He's gonna cast Dimension Door. He's going to Dimension Door to the hole in the Trask's chest.
You land in it. It is a large enough cavity that you are standing inside this kind of open wound.
Huge.
Getting my bearings for a second. I'm gonna take a look at the shard. I'm gonna reach out and grab it.
Touch face.
Okay. Reaching out, this protruding spike, which looked like a splinter inside the beast, takes both hands, and you begin to haul on it. Give me a Constitution saving throw.
All right. Ooh, natural 19 for a 28.
8. It begins to try to consume you as well, and your blood boils. That something else would try to consume the prey that has been claimed, and the power that Ithis cursed you with rages against the shard of consumption.
Thanks, Ithis.
Oh. Interesting. I feel like I have a handle on it.
Both
I'm gonna-
hands, in fact.
Yeah, I'm going to look back, and you're going to see the shadows consume him. And popping back up over at the side of the wall.
The shard in your hand. Vaden goes, "What have you done?" As the Trask stands and the wounds begin to knit shut. Vaden looks down at you and goes, "The fool has ended us all. If we continue to fight here, we all die." As the auras that had previously constrained the Trask begin to shatter and rupture, the anchor point that held the Trask here for centuries, gone. It stands tall and screams like the T-Rex in Jurassic Park into the sky. At the end of Kai's turn, it's going to use its legendary action to swallow Gabi.
I may have misunderstood that. I thought its heart was anchoring it here.
And we are going to end this week.
I want you guys to know I did
Oops.
0. Nothing that entire fight.
And we will see you next time on Easy Dispel.
Fuck.
Bye, everybody.